Alright, so today I'm doing a video on how to change the kickstart idle gear and the kickstart gear itself. First what you want to do is you want to take these bolts for your rear brake caliper you want to take out, and on the other side of that is a washer and a clip. Take that out, and then from this is the whole brake thing. That's kind of self-explanatory. Then obviously drain your oil. Come on, rabbit! Look at this rabbit. See what he does? He dumps his food out of the cage. Such a turd. So what you want to do there is drain all that out. Let it drain for a minute or two. Try and get everything out. Look at this. What kind of rabbit does this? And then it gets all over the floor. I tell you. Don't ever buy a rabbit. Stick with a cat. That's all they do. Alright, so you drained all your antifreeze, drained all your oil. I have an 8mm hooked up to an impact gun. Now the impact gun has a really low battery life, and you don't want to use a high powered impact gun. You don't want to snap any of the bolts off. That's just a whole hassle you don't want to go through. Tightening them back up, do not even think about using this. You want to use a ratchet because you do not want to crack your case or break any bolts off. Alright, first things first, you want to take this off, kickstart. So what you're going to do, you're just going to kind of hold it because it will go back at first, and then just loosen it. Alright, hold on a second. Make sure you have some kind of like rag or something to set your bolts on so you don't lose them. Probably a light color would be best. And then, alright, this should pull right off. Nice and easy. If not, if it's been rusty, then it'll come off with a little bit of a hassle, but nothing too difficult. Alright. Now, I'm doing a water pump rebuild too. I'm not going to do that in this video. I'll make a video of that tomorrow, how to put it together. But I'm going to take them off right now. That's just 2 screws after you take the drain bolt out. It's just 1. Oop. And then 2. And then that, take these bolts out. Make sure you don't mismatch bolts, because that's just another hassle you don't want to go through, is finding all the bolts. And you're going to pull that off. This one was leaking, as you can tell the gasket's shot. And it was leaking antifreeze. So, there's that. That don't look the greatest now, does it? Okay, from the side of that, you're gonna take these 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of these bolts out. You don't really have to remember what order they go in. There's just 2 longer ones that go in the ones with it's like a deeper hole type deal. Alright, so 1, 3, alright, no, that was 2. For this one right here, you kind of gotta push this foot peg up out of the way to get to it. It's a pain in the ass. Sorry for it's kind of a hassle to record and do this at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and take these out. Alright. Alright, now all those are out. Just grab the bolts, set them away from the other bolts for your water pump. I like to do mine in order just because most of the threads then eventually end up mating together. Alright, so I got all them out. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pull the side cover off. It should come right off, no problem. At this point, if that comes out with it, it's kind of an easier way. But, alright, I'm going to go ahead and pull that off. Mine needs a little tap because I got a 1104 gasket maker, so. You do not want to use a metal hammer for this. That'd be a little too much force on your case. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and try and pull this off again. Come on. Nothing's ever easy with this. Mainly because it's a Yamaha, but... Alright, there we go. Alright, well, this gasket broke as well, of course. But that comes with this rebuild, so. Alright. So I'm gonna let that kinda sit straight up and down in there and let that drain out in there. It's nice to have a rag for your hands or something. Alright, that's out. That's your kickstart gear. Behind this clutch basket, right there, let it focus, is where the kickstart idle gear is. That is the source of the grinding noise that I'm hearing. Alright, so taking the clutch basket out, you do not want to use anything even remote to force to take these out. I have mine all marked. I just took this apart. So what you're going to do, let me get a good angle here, is you're just going to unscrew all of them. You don't have to unscrew them evenly, but it helps when you put it in too. Reduces wear. Look at that nasty groove in my clutch basket. Let that focus for a second. That's just horrible. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take all these out. I don't know how to edit, so you guys are going to have to sit here. Just resume if you want to skip through this. I'll probably just add some music or something. This bike I am selling right now. I'm selling it for $2,300 or best offer. But I have a guy coming to look at it for $2,000 tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be out of my hair. I'm gonna go buy a truck. I'm gonna probably go get an old D10 with a 350. It's got cams, headers. It's pretty crazy. And then next year, come spring or whenever racing starts back up again, I'm gonna get a 250. 2-stroke, obviously. I ain't about that 4-stroke life. 4-strokes, you don't want. They're trash. Garbage. And I only say that because once you race them, if they ever break, it's ridiculously expensive to even think about fixing them. You're looking at close to, I'd have to say, $1,000 just to do a head on them. It was what my cousin Danny had to do. And that was a 250F. Alright, I'm almost done here. Hopefully, eventually, I'll be able to get some kind of editing tool where I can edit and like cut videos and just make life a butt ton easier. Alright. Alright, and then this we'll pull right off afterwards. Set that up there. And then be very careful pulling this out, this push rod. That'll slide right out. Just be careful. See how that bearing came close to coming out? That bearing is extremely bouncy. I already lost one in my garage. What I'm going to do is kind of tilt the bike so it comes out. And then I'll get back. Alright. There's that little ball bearing right there. Alright. After that, you got this, which I believe, I'll get the size out. It is a, nope. Gosh, I don't even know what size that is, to be honest with you. It's a 3/4. That's what it was. Alright, set this down. You're just gonna, if you don't have the EDC brake, not brake, but clutch basket holder, just kind of put a screwdriver in there and hold it. That's what I've been doing. I know it's not really recommended, but redneck works. Oh, but my impact gun doesn't, because it just died. Would you look at that? That's okay. I can get it out. I hope, because if not, I'm going to be pretty frustrated, because I just waited 8 minutes to record this for you guys. Alright. Never ends. Especially around here, never ends. Alright. So I'm just going to go ahead and take that out. I can't really record it because I'm using both my hands. Alright guys, it's kind of looking like I'm not going to be able to get this out here. Ugh. Of course not. What the fuck? I'll make another video tomorrow, but that's as far as we're getting for tonight. I tell you, never ends. Alright. Peace.